This has just been the week of champions coming into the studio, boys. Well, Newey not in studio, but at least champions on the podcast. Yeah. Congratulations to both of you guys, and welcome back to the studio. How is everyone?
Pretty good.
Yeah, not too bad. I mean, you're always happy after a win like that, so it's it was good.
What's it been? 3 weeks?
2.5.
Yeah, two and a bit. Yeah.
Has it sunk in?
I'd say it has now.
It has now, but
it took about a week and a half really for it to sink in. It's insane when you kind of think about it, how hard it is to win. So it's pretty cool.
It is all the work we put in for that month before. I know it was different than
tough.
What some teams have to do to get there, but it was not. I don't know if it was much easier. It was a grueling month.
All worth it in the end.
Yeah. Oh, was it ever? But
what was it like with McDougall coming in?
It was like, personally, I don't think we would have won if it wasn't for him. Like, I think he was probably the best coach I've had. Like, he was unbelievable, and I don't even know how to explain it. Like we didn't change our systems overly much, so like there was a lot in place from our old coach, but I think it was just the way he motivates the team. How he's able to do that, and he can get everyone bought into what he wants, and what he wants works, obviously. The guy's track record's unbelievable, but he was just able to motivate us to want it more than I think we did. And, I mean, we all bought in, and the chemistry over that month just was crazy between our team, and I think, like I said, I don't think we would have won without him. He was unbelievable.
Yeah, I would say, like, every guy, I think he made just love coming to the rink. And, like, you know, we kind of we did a training camp for a month, and I remember day one just pushing those sleds, like, back and forth. Like, the boys kind of knew we were in for one, but he did a really good job of, like, just making everyone, like, love coming to the rink. And kind of once all the guys kind of got to know him, it just got better because we kind of just got more comfortable and stuff, because it's tough. You bring a new guy in like in a short span of time, but he really just dove right into it, and he really gelled us together. Like we were a tight knit group, you know, throughout that whole like month sort of thing. He did a really good job of bringing us together. Like we were a completely different team. For how many games did we play? 4. We played 4 games in the tournament. We were, you know, I think if we had played like that in the playoffs, like we probably could have won it too, right? So we were, I would say, a completely different team. Even though we didn't, like Cam said, we didn't change that much. It's just we were way more like motivated, and everyone was, you know, accountable, and it was just awesome. Yeah.
Was there an intimidation factor at the very beginning when he came in? Like everyone trying to impress him? Like, does he know I'm supposed to be here? Like, does he know I'm supposed to be on the power play? Does he know I'm supposed to, or did he just kind of come in and accept everyone for who they were, or what type of player they were?
Yeah, like I mean, he came in and accepted everybody, but like he didn't change that much. Like no. he switched the lines around a little bit, like played with him for the first week, but he's like, you guys know who you play well with, so why would I change it really? So, I mean, he did a good job where like you were still playing with guys that you've played with all year, so like you're used to playing with the guy, but maybe you get thrown into an extra situation where you didn't during the season. So yeah. I mean, there was a couple new things that some guys had to do, but I think everyone did their job perfect and was able to mesh into those situations. But I mean, the intimidation factor, I remember me, Zach, and the other guy that lived with us drove up on a Sunday, and we got in. Everyone was tired, and then we had a meeting to go to in St. John, so we go there. And I think we heard rumors it was going to be him coaching, but they didn't announce it yet. They wanted us to meet him, and he came in and put all his rings down on the table that he won in the national championship. I was like, all right,
wait it out.
We need to get another one. It was it was a good entrance.
Wow.
Yeah. He that first meeting at the hotel, like when we first met him, and the crazy thing is like we went home for a week and a half, and we didn't hear a peep until on the way home, or on the way back, like about an hour out. I think one of our buddies texted us like, "Hey, like I heard a rumor that like Gardner McDougall's going to be your coach," and we're like, "What?" Like none of the guys on the team heard anything, and then about 20 minutes later, our GM texts us like, "Hey, like be at the hotel like for 7. We have a meeting." And we're like, no, like it's all changing. And, but no, he made a great first impression. Like Cam said, he laid out all those rings, and I remember I think he showed that like video of one of the UMB guys partying after, and like that just gets you fired up. You know what I mean? Like it's like you wanna be doing that, right? So he's good. He's good like that.
I remember 2 years ago, maybe it was 3 years ago. When did COVID happen? March 2020. So when UNB came to Halifax for the U Sports Championship, he was at a press conference with all the other coaches, and they just kind of went down the line of coaches talking about their team, talking about how excited they were for the tournament. And he was at the very end, and each coach probably took like 5 minutes just to say their piece. McDougall probably took 10 minutes, and before talking about himself, he talked about every other team and broke down every other team before talking about his team. So every other coach was like, holy smokes, this guy knows my team inside and out. And then eventually he talked about his own team. One of the most impressive press conferences I've ever seen. The guy just breathes hockey.
Yeah, I mean, before he came into it, like he knew what he was getting himself into. He told us, you know, he's watched us play a bunch over the year, right, and recruiting guys and stuff like that. That's his job too, right? So he knew what he was getting like himself into, and he didn't. That's why he didn't have to really change anything, because he knew what he was getting. And for me, like the intimidation factor was just like the workouts and like the intensity and stuff. Like we knew like it was going to be grueling and stuff. That was the only like I wasn't like, I don't think many of the guys were a bit like intimidated by him or anything like that, but like we were
because you can make mistakes if you're intimidated, right?
But he knew like he knew how like good our team was and stuff, right? It was just getting that gel and the motivation. He knew what he had to do, and he did it. So
I've heard when guys play in the Mem Cup, sometimes they can't enjoy it because they're so focused on it. Did you guys get to enjoy it a little bit and have fun with the process, or did that all just
did.
You did?
Yeah, I definitely did. I for sure did as well. I mean, I don't get nervous a ton. Like
No.
I know the feelings there, but like I'm not like some guys. Like some of the guys in our team were like before that last game, I don't think they spoke to anyone that whole day. Guys were like looking out the window 45 minutes straight, like going to the rink like 4 hours before the game.
4 hours before the game.
Yeah, like right
Bernsey.
after. Right after our pregame meal. Our guys, we just see him in a suit in the elevator when I'm going back up to my room. I was like, all right, this is big. So I mean, it was some guys were definitely nervous, and I don't know if they enjoyed it as much as some guys, but
for me the first game was definitely like the most nerve-wracking, just because you didn't know what to expect. Like we didn't know like I didn't know, like I was obviously like in the press box watching, and I'm like, I don't know what like our team's gonna give, because we haven't played in like 50 days.
It's a long time.
Yeah, so it's like are we gonna be a new team, or is this just gonna be 3 games in a row and we're packing our bags home? And it was kind of all for nothing. And I just remember after the first period, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, this is on. Like we're ready to win this thing.
That first game was big. Now it was on TV. You guys were wearing the jerseys. Like that was a first big game, because you know the stigma was, oh, okay, so they're here right now. They lost in the first round. Do they deserve it? But then you guys came out and put on a show. It's like, whoa, this team is completely different. Mm-hmm. I don't know. That was the perspective I saw from TV.
Yeah, no, it's
like it just came out with a bang.
Yeah. That was definitely we played that narrative too, right? Like the reports were like we didn't deserve to be there. Like, you know, give Windsor, let Windsor come in and play. They like a bunch of like just that nonsense and stuff.
Remember when Windsor did the same thing we did back in, I think, 2017?
Yeah.
They had like a video that they made for like showing their road to it, basically, like their training camp. How many times do you think we watched that video? Like that video was on a couple times a week easily. It was just watching, like, I think Sergachev was on the team, and he was in this video so much just on the bike, like training, and the guys on the ice like just getting bagged, and then it shows them like throwing their gloves at the end. And we probably watched that Windsor video so many times, and at the end it was like showing the final score, like in the I think Windsor won like 3-2 Mem Cup final, and shows the date, and then it's like the date, it's like for the St. John Sea Dogs, it's like are they next? And like so much motivation. We watched them all the time, but it was
Why not us?
Yeah,
Why not us?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Did you guys get to talk to any of the the alumni that played for the St. John Sea Dogs? You don't realize it
ridiculous.
till they're all
It's
there.
crazy.
Ridiculous.
You guys, that's an incredible organization that pumps out NHL talent left, right, and center.
No, it was pretty cool. The game to get us into the finals against Shawinigan.
Yeah.
They were all in house. Like they were all in the room after, which was pretty cool. Like
It's a lot of money in one room.
You don't even you don't even realize it till like they're actually there, and it's like holy shit! Like all these guys played for the St. John Sea Dogs. Like and I remember like they like that team that I think it was 2016, 2017, I think.
Gallant's team.
No, like Shabbat and those
Highmore.
guys. Yeah,
Yeah,
like man, that was a good team. Like they didn't end up winning in the Mem Cup, but they won the President. Like that was a good team.
Got us fired up to. I remember we won and
A little bit closer to the mic there. Yeah.
yeah, my bad. But we got the music going and
Vocal.
Boko comes in, Boko Imama, and just starts dancing and singing along. And it was pretty cool experience there, and I mean, I think those guys had a fun time, and they definitely helped us out and went in cheering us on and knowing that they were there. So it was awesome. And then again with the alumni, the game, or I think we got how many days off? 3 days off before the final.
Yeah, 3 days after the Shawinigan.
Yeah, so not the night after, or the night after the Shawinigan game. I think they brought down Huberdeau, Simon Dupre,
Yes. Yeah.
and I forget his Alex Beauregard. I think
Alex Beauregard.
he scored the overtime winner for them in the Prez Cup final.
Yeah.
In the Prez Cup final. So those three guys came down to talk to us, and I mean, it's a pretty cool experience being able to hear from those guys. Like,
Yeah. Especially Huberdeau.
yeah,
man.
Huberdeau was
Like,
awesome.
100 points in NHL. Right?
know.
Like,
Yeah, I mean, great guy too.
Yeah,
Like made
awesome.
everyone feel good and get ready for the game and give their thoughts. And I mean that was some motivation there too.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Having the past alumni in the building makes you have a little bit more sense of pride, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
You just want to put
Yeah.
on.
No, like Gardner and Trevor did a good job of bringing like all the alumni in and talking to us. I'm pretty sure like all the big names, I'm pretty sure like they all talked to us. And
Oh, yeah?
got us going. So no, we were lucky for that to have that. Was really good.
Yeah.
How much fun was it being able to play against other teams from across Canada, just having other teams in the building rather than teams from Quebec and the Maritimes? And just, did you guys end up talking to anyone from the other teams, or is it just keep your distance and no friends out there even out behind?
Probably keep your distance.
Yeah.
I mean, we were in a separate hotel.
Every team was in a different hotel.
Oh, you
Yeah.
guys stayed in a hotel?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we had
yeah.
to stay in a hotel up
We
there.
were almost like 2 weeks we were in a hotel.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
But yeah, like we were in a different hotel. Like, I mean, some of the guys probably know a couple of them, and they'll say something after the game. But I mean, it was, yeah, I'd say it was keep your distance. But it was pretty cool to see the other teams there. And I mean, the rules throughout the league, like I know the fighting rule was a big one. So Bezo was one of our fighters, and usually he's fighting and having to sit 15 minutes, but he got 5 this time for a
Yeah,
fight.
he's
So he was
licking
pretty,
his chops for that one.
yeah, he was pretty fired up for that. So it's just cool to see how the different teams play. Like the WHL is so much heavier
Yeah.
than a lot of
Noticed
it.
that.
Yeah, so they're like that game's a lot more physical than I'd say some of them that we're used to. I think we're a physical team, but that the WHL is definitely heavy. The OHL, like they were kind of, I don't want to
Yeah,
say soft, but like they weren't like,
No, a little bit more finesse. Not like
Yeah.
not nothing like out of the ordinary. Like kind of what you would see in the queue. Like
yeah,
but the WHL like. Their average size on the back end was probably 6'6", like
Massive.
huge,
not
and-
that high, but
I like these guys are like huge, and they were that was definitely the one thing I noticed was they were really physical and about a scrum after every whistle and stuff.
Oh,
I was
yeah?
like, it's
the
good
OHL, like when we played Hamilton the first game, and I didn't find that game super physical at all. Like you kind of had more space than I think you were used to, but I mean that final game they were hitting everything. Honestly, they kind of changed. I don't know if they changed their game plan or whatnot, but they were a different team in that final than the first game. Like it was a harder game, less time and space, and you always had to have your head up because there's always a guy gonna take a run at you.
Yeah. How much video goes into prep before playing against a team you haven't played against before? Like, did McDougall break down video at all, or
Yeah.
did you guys just kind of read and react?
Well, our assistant coaches do that. And
Okay.
They are they're
unreal,
good.
unreal
Like,
at
the
that
video.
stuff. Like they can dissect anything.
So Travis is the forward coach, and he runs our power play, and so he's got power play video on every team before, and he does the he's able to like make highlights of our game on like iMovie or something. So after every game we played, he'd make this huge like 6-minute video, and it would be like Gretzky having a press conference. I think it was Gretzky having a press conference after they lost to the Islanders, and talking about how like he wants to win his first cup, and how motivational it was, like walking through and seeing the boys on the Islanders all like hurt, but they're all celebrating. So
The guy takes a sip out of the cup and he's like,
yeah. So it would start. They'd start with something like that, and it'd be like highlights from our game, like all the hard hits, the goals, blocked shots, and everyone in the room.
The new improved Fast and Faster St. John Sea Dogs.
Yeah. No, but he was great with that. He was long, but they were able to keep everyone focused on everything. They make it fun, and Steph was a D coach, but he was in charge more of the 5-on-5 video, like presenting that. So we'd go through, like they had their whole lineup like of another team, like scratches and all, and have everything, like how many points they had, their size, what they do, how much they play. Like they had that on every single person on every single team.
That's a lot of work.
It's so much work.
I give them credit too, because sometimes like video can be like 10-15 minutes long, and you're just there, and it's like you're starting to like phase in and out, and it's like, well, how do I even remember what happened like 10 minutes ago?
Yeah.
Right? So but Gardner and Steph and Cricks, like they do a really good job. Like they can shrink video down to like 2-3 minutes.
Yeah.
And they give it to us in 2-3 minutes, and it's perfect. Like just like the night before the game, like it's perfect for all of us, because it's nice, quick, and easy, right?
Yeah.
But we still get everything out of it, and it's like the attention span's still there and stuff. So they do a good job of like cutting everything and putting it all together, like like really quick, rather than like showing us a million clips.
Yeah.
So it's good that way.
100%. You can get bored.
Oh,
you got to make it fun.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to add an
Cricks is
element.
good at that. Like
and
he makes some funny videos.
he
It's
does.
awesome.
And the other thing, the amount of trivia we played in those 40 days. Gardner must love trivia, must be a trivia guy, but like every video session we'd have like a trivia thing too, and I've never seen so many Booster Juice and Tim Hortons gift cards handed out.
just flying out.
Yeah.
Where'd they get all those?
I don't know. They probably spent close to $1,000 on Tim Hortons gift cards, like handing them out for like everything. We do little challenges, but like even like before or after, or like even partway.
He pulls out the phone. First one who knows this song.
Yeah, like just like silly stuff like that. But I mean, you're doing that within the video, and yeah, you can be in the room for a while. Like, I mean, you need to know video, but like you said, it can get very boring at times, and they just make it fun.
Yeah.
Like you just have little trivia games here and there, and I mean.
I think we're all like St. John, like Sea Dogs, like experts now at this
Yeah,
point.
I know.
The amount of questions we had to answer about like teams in the past, and like like who has the most like Memorial Cup points all time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
St. John's,
Yeah,
like
so-
just those kind of questions.
It was
so.
crazy, but yeah, they made it fun, and I mean it helped us too. I think in a sense where we all have a competitive side to us. Like we're all very competitive people. So even these stupid little trivia games, like
No, we're
5
all
minutes
over it,
long,
though,
like nobody will know the question, but everyone's trying so hard to try and beat their buddies. So I think that was good too, where it can keep your mind off the game and off hockey, and do something like that. But at the same time, you're building chemistry with your teammates. So it was great.
Who invented the if you lose the shootout, chuck the sticks in the stands?
All right, no. Before you speak, that was crazy.
That was crazy.
They've never done that ever before.
Yeah.
That looked like hell.
Just
No, that
looking
was
for
funny.
camera time.
No.
That was.
No,
I
that
saw
was
that
just
video
jokes.
and I was like, I've
jokes.
never seen that in my life. And it's like the St. John Sea Dogs do this all the time.
Yeah, that's
I'm
what they
like,
said. And I was
no.
like,
No.
Yeah, that was a song. We definitely do not do that every
I was
practice.
like, I'd be livid if we had to do that. Like If I knew there was a chance I had to run in the stands every practice, I'd be like,
Yeah.
whoa.
No. Well, it was kind of like it was the last day, right?
Yeah.
And so we were just having some fun in Gardner. It was obviously Gardner's idea. He was like, "Yo, let's play some stick boy." So I was like, "All right, play stick boy." I ended up scoring like first in the shootout. I don't know how. I thought I was definitely gonna be stick boy. I don't score in shootouts. And anyway, Steph, our coach, was like, "You know what? I'm putting my stick in the stands." And I was like, "Oh, okay. So we're going like it's gonna be like that. Like we're gonna throw sticks in the stands." So I was the first guy. Went up in the press box, put it there. And I think I was 4G for it. Like 4G had to go around the rink and pick up sticks.
Good sport about it. But oh yeah, that'd be tough. I remember seeing that video though. I was so confused. It was funny to watch. It was good fun.
Yeah.
Did it help at all being at home?
Yeah. Oh my god. Like, I think it was tough. Like in playoffs, like we didn't have a ton of fans, so like
No.
it was hard to get behind the energy, and that's obviously not why we lost. We were outplayed in playoffs, but like the fans at the Memorial Cup was ridiculous.
Crazy.
Like I've never heard a building so loud. Like
That finals game.
when we scored in the finals, like Sevigny scored like I think like 5 minutes.
Yeah. I thought
It
the
was-
roof of the building was gonna come off.
Like they gave us so much motivation, the fans there, and I mean having them behind you at home is game changing. Honestly, like it was ridiculous.
Yeah,
And-
like standing room only, like $100 ticket just for standing
What?
room.
And-
yeah, there was like
yeah.
I think it was probably like 15, like over like 1,000 to 1,500 over capacity like, for the
Yeah.
rink.
Fire
And-
marshal, they just
yeah.
kicked them out. Yeah, you're not coming in.
Yeah, there was like railings like around the lower bowl, and there was like three layers of people around like the railings and stuff. Like
Wow.
like you had to go like get something like during the play, because in between periods like it's a tough rink to get something because the concourse isn't very wide, so
Yeah.
it was just basically a write off. Like you just couldn't walk, you couldn't go anywhere.
Wow.
Yeah, it was insane.
Yeah.
Like, packed.
fans were definitely a big part of how we won, but then again, like I remember we played Shawinigan. They didn't have like a ton of fans, but they were loud. Like some teams
Yeah.
like brought in fans. Like
Yeah.
I don't know if it was
They had
just
like a
family.
section full of fans.
Yeah, for Shawinigan, and they were loud. So
Yeah.
props to Shawinigan's fans. But
Yeah.
Yeah, people
Shout out to
traveled.
them.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
People, if you
Yeah.
were in like a 7-hour drive to that
Yeah.
rink, people were making
Well,
it.
even like just like CHL fans, like you'd see them walking around, like they were wearing like OH, like
Anything
some
jersey.
like weird like jerseys and stuff, like
Yeah.
from other teams. They just love the CHL, so they're there. Like
They love the CHL.
it's crazy.
But yeah, I think
They just love
like
the
that guy,
CHL.
like that guy with all the jerseys.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
he's like,
I
I
saw
got a
that
jersey
guy.
of.
Yeah,
he has a
every
jersey of
team.
every team.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it's insane.
But yeah, like to finish the question, I think that was one of the biggest factors in us winning was
Yeah.
the crowd. Like they got really loud, and Gardner loved it.
Did he?
He was huge
all
on it.
over
Like
it.
I remember we we went down 3-0 in the first to Shawinigan before we came back, and
That was such a great game to watch on TV.
it was
Yeah.
it
That was a great
crazy.
game.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, you never want to be down 3-0, and no matter what anyone says, the mood's gonna change. Like it's not gonna like you're not happy, and you're kind of in a bad spot. And he just came in, and I think this is one of the only times he raised his voice and just kind of like wasn't even telling us like to go out there and you have to win this game, but it was kind of like, look at all these fans that came here for you. Like, just go out there, play, at least make it a game where the fans can enjoy it, and you put on a show for them, so you can go out with your head held high.
That's a tongue twister.
It is. Jeez, I didn't realize. But
boy, Rich.
yeah, I know. But no, that's kind of what he said during that one. So he was huge on the fans too. Like every speech we had between periods, they were always brought up, and so even to him, I mean, they were a huge part in the win. So it was really good.
Yeah,
And,
fans make a difference.
oh, do they ever? So
Yeah.
so, but
That'd be tough, like to be an away team, like especially like Hamilton. Like you get us first game of the tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough.
And the last game of the tournament too, right? So probably the two nights where our like fans are probably the craziest, right? So
100%.
that's tough.
Oh,
That's tough
it
to
was
play.
good for the fans too. I mean, especially like I think this Memorial Cup is unbelievable because like St. John's honestly like great spot to have it. It's not too big where you have to walk all the time. Like it's close. Like everything's close.
The rink's in a
together.
good location. Yeah,
it's good. Everything's close. Like shout out to like the city and St. John for me. Like there was an event like every night.
Yeah,
Like,
Like they put on a like party, like a show, like every night.
Yeah.
It was even before the game started. Like we were in the hotel and the like where the stage was, it was like this new container village.
Yeah,
They called it, and it was just like this nice like new place, like full of like containers, and there were shops
Oh
and
yeah,
containers
I know
and
what
stuff.
you mean. Yeah.
And like man, like you could hear like the music like from the hotel like every night. Like
Was that
there
tough?
No, not like it wasn't
bad.
it wasn't too bad, but like you could see it from like the window and stuff, and like the town did a really like good job, and the organizers like every night there was something going on. So
Oh, it was like my a lot of my family went up. Like my mom, dad, and brother, and my older cousin went up for like the whole event.
The brother we mic'd up.
Yeah.
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 Got to plug that.
Awful. Awful. That was one of my favorite videos. He's such a complainer. But
It's like Goldberg. You're the goalie. Remember that scene of Mighty Ducks?
Yeah,
They kept
I
shooting
know,
at him.
I
Saying,
know,
You're the
I know.
goalie.
I understand the deking in practice, but still, just complain after every shot. It was funny, but
It was a good one.
oh, like it was like the show they put on there. I remember I got a video from my mom at like 11:30 at night, and it was my dad, my brother, and my cousin playing street hockey against random fans at like 11:30. Like they just had like
Middle of the
stuff
street.
like that, like street hockey out on one of the streets,
Yeah.
like the basketball at the arcade games. Like there's just like little games they had, and I mean everyone was kind of coming together, and like I think it was it was 3 years before last Mem Cup in Halifax.
yeah, last one would have been in Halifax. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean, for not even just our fans, I mean it was good for the people of St. John being able to come out to an event like that and not have to travel for it. But like even the fans that did travel for it, I mean it's an event that was needed. I think like after COVID.
Yeah.
So the show they put on, I think I don't think it could have been every better.
It was buzzing.
I bet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and the
like-
the TSN coverage too, like
Yeah,
being
it
able,
was really
like
good.
I went up to that, I just got back from that camp and I had guys there saying, oh, like I was watching your game. I didn't realize it was like streamed in the States too. So,
Oh, was it?
yeah, so it was like, all over the place. So it was really well done.
Yeah. No, even going out, I think like we had that 3 days before the finals, so we got a chance to guys were going with their family, and so we just got a chance to like walk around the city and just so many people like out walking around on patios and stuff, like more than you would ever see. So they definitely a lot of the bars and
Yeah.
restaurants definitely brought in some good revenue and stuff. Like the city had buzz to it the whole week. It was
Oh, I bet.
awesome. Yeah.
Any city that gets a big event like that, especially in this time of life, is just going to be buzzing because of COVID.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's still, when the World Juniors come here, I think this,
Oh, yeah.
there's just any event that's going to happen within the next year is just going to be amplified, I think.
I think Maritimers make it more fun too.
That's true. That's very true.
They definitely make the most of it.
That's
for
100%
sure.
true. Yes, but no, that's unbelievable from the behind the scenes standpoint. Like I'm assuming every team had their own dressing room in the stadium. There was no moving around. Everyone was set.
Yeah.
Other than practicing
Yeah.
at the Q-Plex out in Quispamsis.
Whoa, say that name again. Quispes.
Like Quispamsis.
Okay.
Like it's just so
It's where most of the guys
it's where
like,
most of the
live.
guys live by Rosse.
Okay, how far is that from the station?
20
So
minutes.
teams practice there.
Yeah.
Do you need a tissue?
I'm good.
You're
I'm good.
So like on, I think it was like days where like one team wasn't playing, so the 2 teams that were playing got the morning skate,
Yeah.
and then the 2 other teams that weren't playing, if one of them was usually practicing,
Yeah.
so they would have to go out to Quispam sits the Q-Plex out there to practice.
So no one skates on the ice all day if there's a game day. It's just the pre-game skate for the guys.
Yeah,
Just
just the pre-game skate for the two teams that are playing.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. So when you guys played, it must have been unbelievable. The ice just clean.
Oh, the ice is,
no one touched it all day.
Yeah. Someone said they brought in like there's a CHL Zamboni driver that they like bring in for it. Yeah, and I didn't know that was a thing.
Every like TV timeout, he would go like almost to center ice and like get a temperature on the ice, like experts. Like
I didn't even know that was a thing, but it worked.
Ice
like,
was because remember that first practice we got in there, we weren't even supposed to be practicing, and how bad the ice looked.
Yeah,
and in 30 minutes, like it was so good. Like and I was like, how?
But no, the rink staff was good too, and like the dressing rooms, like so like we had. There's obviously 4 dressing rooms, but like they kind of, I don't know how to explain it, like a bunch of like offices almost. Like if you go to like an office, like the walls they put those up on like around as a box and kind of made the rooms bigger. Like so they made coaches' rooms for meetings, like just for the refs,
temporary rooms and stuff for the teams.
Like they did awesome too. Like there was so much like down by the dressing rooms. Like there was. I don't even know how to explain it, but there was like a lot of space for every team.
That's sick.
Yeah.
I wonder how the regular Zamboni driver felt with the CHL guy coming in and booted him.
I know. Yeah, like they basically brought in these big time guys.
So there's like big dogs when it comes to Zamboni drivers. Like there's
these guys are like wearing suits during the game.
Zamboni driver showed up with suit.
Yeah. The guys doing the ice and stuff are wearing suits, like taking temperature of the ice and stuff.
They have degrees and stuff, like they went to school.
Yeah, and like
got a PhD
one of them
in ice.
in control for like the kids that scrape the ice, and like there was a bunch of them out there, and he'd just be like directing them like, on the ice during the TV timeouts. It's like, holy, what's going on here?
I was always curious about the guy in the white.
Yeah.
You guys ever meet him?
We never spoke to him.
The astronaut.
That guy.
His job is to be a fly on the wall. You don't want to talk.
He was the most intimidating guy at the whole tournament.
Yes, he comes flying.
He comes out of nowhere.
Beez's fight?
Yeah, Bezo's fight. He's like in the fight. He's right in there, and I think
I would love to get the TV camera angle of that fight.
I think he was. People didn't realize like who were watching the TV until like I remember I was on Twitter and I saw a video of the fight. I don't know where I saw it, and so many like quoted tweets like
he broke up that fight. He broke it up. I swear.
Yeah. So many quoted tweets though that were saying like, "Is this a thing now?" Like people just didn't know.
So wait a second. The guys are fighting, and he's.
Oh, he's right. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like not that close,
but he's just like
probably few feet
and like
away.
Beez comes out of it, and he's kind of like giving the crowd a little pump up, and he's right in Beez's face.
Yeah.
Right in Beez's face. Yeah. Like, how do you not run that guy over?
I know. It was funny, but I remember. I'll do a little stick handling routine at the start of warm up, and a lot of times I mess it up. I'm starting my little routine, and I look down. The guy's like on one knee, he's got the camera right on my stick. I was like, "Oh my god!"
Like,
so much pressure, so much pressure.
The boys are just ripping pucks around in warm up, and he's doing laps with the boys. And
so he wasn't on the bench.
Laps.
He was on the ice
on
in
the
warm
ice.
up.
Oh, he was on the ice. He was skating around the whole.
He was
zone.
doing laps. Like he could have put a stick in his hand,
getting
and
in front
pucks,
of
like he was basically in there.
Yeah.
Whoa! I thought he was only during the intermission, like in between the commercials and whistles. He's on the warm up.
Yeah, warm up. He's on the ice and coming up to everybody.
Like he is warming up and warm up. Like
he's
skating. He's moving. In there.
I think that's the most interesting human alive.
How
do you get that job?
Yeah, exactly. And how do you hold a camera skating like that?
Yeah,
man, those cameras can't be light.
No,
like you guys would probably know, but those can't be light. Skating around for 15 minutes and even having them before, like, workout for sure.
Wow.
Yeah,
he was cool though.
It was interesting to watch.
It's gonna be so tough going back and not having that kind of stuff.
Yeah, the white guy.
I know.
It is going to be weird next year going back to the rink, and it's going to feel like just bare.
I know.
Because it's not, none of that stuff's going to, be there anymore. Like, think about, like, below on, like, none of those, like, temporary rooms will be there and stuff. It'll be weird.
It'll be very weird. But, TSN did a great job. That was the first time I saw that. And, I mean, they came into your room,
as you were getting dressed?
Yeah. And
any bird flashes or anything?
There was
by
one.
mistake?
Yeah, there
on
was
purpose?
one.
Yeah.
I think they were putting the camera on Kuznetsov, and someone was getting dressed right there, and I don't know. I haven't seen the clip.
Wasn't that the Shawinigan game, and after that period we came back?
I think so. Yeah, I think so,
Yeah.
honestly.
Good
But
luck.
Kuznetsov was just looking to his right or left, just laughing the whole time the camera was on him. And that one was funny, but no, it was cool. I remember I got one in the last game. It was my first one. I had no idea what to do. I was like, just
Oh, it's awkward.
just act
It's awkward.
act like you've done it before. And I think I had like a water bottle. I was putting some Pedialyte in it, and I got Biza and Francis that sit beside me, just like yelling at me. They're like, "Don't mess up. Don't mess up. This isn't a big deal." And just like guys are trying to make each other laugh during it, and it was a good joke, but no, it was pretty funny.
No, like I went back on TV and saw like they were filming Duff tying the skates and Pete's in the background, just cracking up, like trying not to laugh, like because you can tell the boys are like talking to him from across the room, like don't laugh, and he knows he's right in the camera shot. And Duff's trying to tie his skates with a straight face, like they're trying to act cool. It's like, oh my god, what is
It's
this?
tough. It's very tough.
That's them selling hockey. They got to be in the room. Behind the scenes sells. That's so funny.
Yeah.
That's-
We're the kind of team like we make like fun, like we're gonna make fun of all of that stuff, like we're gonna try and so funny.
What's the plan? Do you guys have a parade? Is it a party? Is it how does it work? When does the cup come here?
So we did it different days. We were kind of given a schedule out when it's in like the different spots. So I think Connor Trenholm out in Cole Harbour, he had it this week.
Yeah.
I think it's going on its Quebec tour
Yeah.
this week, which is going to be long because we have so many Quebec guys.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
When do you have it?
I think I get it like August 6th and 7th.
Oh, okay. I have it the 31st, like that Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh, the
like
31st.
yeah.
No
Yeah.
offense, that's just a good date. August
that's-
31st.
I didn't even know like I didn't know it was like the long weekend or whatever, so that makes it a lot better. It'll be a good day.
true.
You're gonna be at the parents' house and out there.
Yeah, either the parents' house or take it up to my cottage.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll see.
Oh, you guys are up in Bridgewater.
Yeah, Petit
nice.
Riviere, yeah.
What's the plan for you guys?
I don't know. I got it 2 days, Sunday and a Monday. So
Oh, you got 2 days.
I do.
Oh,
But-
you only got a 1 day.
Yeah, thanks, Bernsey, for taking one more of my days.
You didn't earn 2
No,
days.
I didn't earn 2 days. It's all good.
But I got Sunday and Monday. You know, the Fridays and Saturdays are they're more prized. So I got 2 days, and I was talking to my mom with it. I was like, "What could I eat out of this?" So I think we settled on a donair.
Oh yeah.
Chuck some
Yeah,
donair meat in there for the Maritimes.
I think I'm gonna do the same.
All right, I
thing,
might
too.
do something different.
You guys should
there.
try to get a brand deal. Call KOD up. Try to get some money
Yeah,
from
I
them.
know, eh?
Like I was
Gotta
thinking
get
about eating a
something.
pizza, but I'll eat a donair. Sponsor me.
Oh no, but yeah, I think that it's just going all over the place, and I think it'll go back to St. John when our camp begins. They'll probably show it
Yeah.
to the rookies going in.
Most likely, yeah.
Do you know when you go?
Yeah, I gotta be there the 21st.
Oh, so you're in the veteran group
Yeah,
too.
don't
then.
worry about it. I'll be all right.
You guys got a list of like a camp for already? It's already.
well,
Yeah,
happens
we have our
quick.
dates.
Happens quick.
Yeah.
When do you go? What date? The 21st of August?
21st
yeah,
of
but
August.
I like the rookies will go.
Will
up
you
the
will you be
13th of
there, or
August.
are you gonna be in Tampa Bay?
I go to Tampa Bay like the 13th of September.
You're going to the
so
main
I'll be
camp?
there. It's like a prospect tournament. We did it last year. So
Oh, I remember you telling me
yeah,
about that.
Tampa will play Nashville, Florida, and Carolina. I think this one's in Carolina, so it's just a showcase for them.
Carolina in August. That's going to be great weather.
In September.
Oh, it's in September.
Yeah.
That should be good weather
Yeah.
still.
No, I know. It will be good.
Sorry, when do the rookies go back up to St.
The
John?
13th of August.
13th.
Man, that's so early.
Yeah, that's
Very
tough.
early.
And like, yeah, so that's a rookie camp. Some teams do a rookie camp, some teams don't. But yeah.
That's a quick turnaround. Are you guys like a little sick of hockey right now? Like, do you need to like take a break? You must be. Like, you just got back from Tampa.
Yeah.
Or are you guys just hockey?
Maybe
Like,
a little bit.
you need a little bit of a.
Like, I was kind of told to take a break for a week or two until I was just kind of told, they said, just take a little break until you want to go back to the rink again.
Yeah.
And so I'll probably do that, but the big thing for me now is just getting back in the gym for the strength. Because I remember
it's definitely the biggest
we
thing.
did fitness testing up there, and I mean, I think all my scores are like a little bit lower than last year.
It doesn't count.
I know. They understood, because I haven't really like you're not training to build strength really during the season. Like, you're just trying to looking to maintain it, and I mean, we got a little bit of strength build for that month. There's some pretty hard workouts there, but
yeah, that goes down the drain. After,
it does. But
Sled pulls.
yeah, that was grueling. Those hill sprints. We have a hill like right outside the rink,
and it's the worst hill.
and it was probably 30 degrees, like mid-June.
Well,
Just
you
bagging.
you weren't as like you got it then. Like, I remember the worst hill I ever did was in training camp this year, and our athletic therapist was running it, JK, and
His name's JK.
Yeah.
That's sick.
and he was at the bottom of the hill, and I think we had to do 10 or 12 of them, like a good amount of hill sprints. I think this is like after a skate or workout or something, and I remember we're done. We finished like that number, and we knew we were hosting at this time, and JK's like, if you really want to win the Memorial Cup, you'll do one more. And this is like September, August.
Oh.
And so we ended up doing almost like 20 hill sprints, and ever since that day, I've never hated anything more than that hill in my life.
No, miserable.
It is so miserable.
Oh, you don't even drive up it.
I know. Oh well, when the car, like, you try and race the cars too when they're driving up the hill, and it's just it's almost like they're mocking you.
Anyone.
Yeah. No, it was that hill has some bad memories.
Yeah, I don't like looking at that hill, and I drive down it every day to get to the rink.
I know.
So what's the plan for the summer, minus the cup, like training wise, and who are you skating with, and vacation? What's the plan from now till August 21st?
For me, it's kind of always the same. I work out. We both work out at Outside Edge with Chris Pierce.
Okay.
And then we're also on the ice with Joe Plendowski.
Oh, everyone is.
Yeah, it's
She's the best.
Like most of the guys are with Jill, right?
Yeah.
So we're two to three times a week on the ice. And
Yeah.
obviously took a little break. You were on the ice in Tampa, but I took a little break and back in the gym now and stuff. So that's kind of the cue for the summer, I guess. It's not very long, like 4 weeks, 5 weeks. So.
Man.
But
and you're trying to be up in Bridgewater as much as possible.
yeah,
Try to be at Osprey.
Yeah, that's kind of like what we do is like get around in at Osprey and then go to the beach like Rissers or whatever. It's really nice up there. So
I just want to retire and die in Bridgewater. So I just want to be up there.
such a good course too. I love Osprey.
Osprey, oh, I know.
But you gotta have a cart though. You can't walk it.
Yeah.
Never walked it once in my life.
That back nine is tough on the
those
legs.
9 and 18. I couldn't imagine walking those 2 holes.
Yeah,
9 and 18.
9.
One's uphill. It's like,
yeah, 18's tough and 9's tough.
Nine-
Yeah, they're the same
nine's
hole.
same
hole. Yeah.
9's the worst.
yeah. No, but we're probably looking to get a big scramble out there, because I mean a lot of the boys from Bridgewater play with us too down there, like Woodworth. I mean, he was on the show the other day. Like
we
Connor
get him out
Benjamin,
and-
Mason Back, like a lot of the fellas up there will play golf with us. So
Yeah.
probably looking to just scramble tournament or something going this summer. I was talking to you about it.
Even though I haven't even golfed that much because there really hasn't been that much.
I know.
Hasn't been
I
much
got
time.
out a few times. I'm at Glen Arbor now. It's closer.
Oh, nice. I love Glen Arbor.
I know they did so much work to it too. It's beautiful now, but they it's just hard to get out to Bridgewater, especially with these gas prices.
Oh, I know.
Like,
I know,
terrible.
boys.
1 hour driving.
Terrible.
I'm closer than you too. Like I'm only 50 minutes to an hour, but like, I couldn't imagine that and back.
Yeah. Well, I'm doing it. I'm doing it after this podcast. And
You're going up?
I'm heading.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Would I be to be you right now?
Well, you got
Good
your
weather,
cottage
too.
up there. I'm talking like
Yeah.
if you just go up for a round of golf.
Like
that's
up and
that's an
back,
expensive
right? That's
day.
the thing about having the cottage, right? Is
Yeah.
I'm gonna golf and then head back. Like it's just a couple exits past Bridgewater. So
Yeah, that's where we are. We're exit 13.
yeah.
We don't mind. Yeah, gas is gas. At the end of the day, you got to enjoy summer. In the winter,
yeah,
you're
you
in the
gotta
rink,
do it.
you're freezing. Like, I don't mind spending money to
Yeah, no, that's true.
enjoy the weather as much as possible. But I got to go to Glen Arbor. I haven't been there.
Never
that's the thing.
golfed it either.
What's that?
I've never golfed Glen Arbor.
Glen Arbor. Oh, it's a great course. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I heard
so
it's-
much fun.
It's good.
First class, pricey, but good
yeah.
time. But in order to have a good time, you got to spend some money.
That's true.
Yeah. So how was camp? Tampa Bay.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was a little bit harder than I was expecting, honestly. I thought it was gonna be like the team building is what I was told, and we did do a lot of team building, but we did one workout on I think Wednesday, and that one was one of the harder workouts I've done in a long time. So like it was grueling. Like
Was there a hill involved? There's no hills in Tampa.
there was not, but there was a lot of sleds involved. And but no, it was really good. I mean, the college guys are able to go to the college guys they draft are allowed to go to those camps.
Okay.
So a lot of the guys haven't been there, and like they were drafted like 3 or 4 years ago, and they haven't really been there since then because there haven't been any development camps. So it was a great group because like everyone, like some guys knew each other, and I knew a lot of the guys from last year's camp, so that was good to see them again. And yeah, but I mean the college guys were there, so guys that were drafted in my year, like it was their first time there, so I got to meet that kind of group, and it was really fun. I mean, we went out to Top Golf one day, and
Nice.
we're smacking the ball around. But, so like you did fun things like that. I mean, I think some of the guys went to the Rays games, and so they got that. And I mean, Tampa's a beautiful city, like so there's always something to do. I mean, the weather's tough in the summer.
Hot right now.
Like the humidity down there is ridiculous, and like I think I took like a 2-minute walk to the mall to go eat Chipotle, and I almost just collapsed. Like the humidity is crazy, but but it's a great spot because I mean it's not massive, like it's
Tampa?
not huge, so it's not like you're gonna get lost, and I mean there's always something to do there, and we were connected to the mall, so I mean the American shopping's fun too.
Yeah, I never thought of that.
Yeah,
I always thought of like you're Colorado and you went there to play hockey for the finals. It'd be tough to focus on hockey with that weather.
Yeah.
You're just like, holy smokes, I'm going to Florida to play hockey in June.
Yeah.
It's just, oh man. Was Cooper there at all? Cooper, your head coach?
No, he wasn't there. It was the AHL coaches were up there, and then so they kind of bring in guys from the AHL in Orlando and the East
Okay,
Coast.
cool.
So
Mike Ellis.
yeah,
Mike Ellis. Yeah,
Mike
he's
Ellis
good.
there,
Yeah,
and then
he's good.
JP were kind of like those days, and then Barb Underhill's like the skating coach.
Okay.
So I mean, I knew a lot of the coaches too because I mean they're so great at developing prospects. Like they're like I had someone there almost every month on the second half of the year, like working whether it was skating skills, like all that. So they'd fly people up, and so I knew a lot of the coaches as well. So it was good. It wasn't like I was there trying to meet new people. Like I knew a decent amount, and I think I just got off of hockey, so I had a good motor. I was able to keep up there, and like I wasn't out of shape at all, which was good. And but no, it was fun. It was really fun, and I mean I think it was good for me that it was just a week because I mean I was only home for a week before that or 6 days.
You're still in the motion of it.
Yeah, exactly. So take a little break here now, but it was definitely good to get up there and get up there again actually and get to see everybody. So it was fun.
I jumped the gun on the parade.
Oh yeah.
That was a good day.
First of all, let me ask you this: do you think it was a little? They announced it with like 40 seconds left, or was it like a minute left?
Did they do that?
I
heard that.
I couldn't believe it.
I think they announced it right after the.
You guys were gonna win.
Right after the.
It wasn't like
the overtime or the empty net goal.
That's pretty funny.
But I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
One thing about that game though, I'm sorry to cut off your question there.
No, go.
This one just got reminded of this one. So it was 5-2, right? There was I think 5 minutes left in the game, and I just got off like a long shift. I was bagged, and guys were standing up because everyone's excited. There's so much energy and adrenaline, and I was kind of sitting on the bench and had my head down. And I wasn't looking at the play, and they hemmed us in our zone for like a minute, and it finally ended up like puck went out of play, or her two covered it, and like the ice crew came out, and I was like, all right. I was like, they need 3 goals. I was like, that's doable. Not easily, but it's doable for us. Like, to shut them down. And I look up at the scoreboard. It's 5-3, and I think McTavish had a shot that went back bar that they didn't call, and then they reviewed it during the
Intermission?
Yeah, or the timeout.
TV timeout.
And the ref just made the goal signal, and next thing I know, it's 5-3, and I didn't even no one knew they scored.
They didn't tell you?
No, because I don't think anyone really realized. And I mean, I was sitting down, so I didn't even see the shot happen. But I mean, you're in a 5-2 game with 5 minutes left. You're feeling good, and then next thing you know, it's 5-3 out of nowhere. So that was crazy about that game. But yes, like you said, how they announced it, I didn't really hear it because I think we were still celebrating a decent amount. We scored the empty net goal, but I did see a lot of about that on Twitter.
Crazy parade though.
Yeah,
a lot of people, like a lot more people than I thought was going to come out. Like,
it was pretty.
It was
smart that it was the next day because people are still in town.
Yeah, exactly.
Smart.
Yeah, we kind of. They wanted us, like, we were all the guys, because we were kind of getting to Canada Day too, right? I think a lot of the guys wanted to be home for Canada Day.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, they did a good job of making it pretty quick and getting out of town. So
that's awesome. Yeah, it's like because as soon as it's over, it's you're halfway through summer. You want to be able to get home. You want to celebrate, but you got to get home.
Yeah.
That's a long year for you guys.
Yeah,
long year.
Very.
Yeah, definitely a long year. Especially for myself, been around the block a couple times this
year. Ended up winning though.
Get the ring.
They don't ask how.
They don't ask how. So you guys will get the ring, and
I'm assuming
we start the home opener or something next year.
Yeah, we haven't really been told about that or whatnot, but I think everyone gets a ring. So
and then the banner ceremony with the home opener.
Yeah,
for sure.
I think that's the season's starting a week earlier this year. So
is it?
It's back to more of a normal year this year, which is good. Like the schedule's normal. It's a September start this year, which is better. Because usually we've been starting October 1st. The past 2 years because of COVID.
Okay, yeah.
And hopefully the regular season doesn't end in May and can end in March this year.
Jesus.
I know.
Well, it's going to be a great year for junior hockey. I mean, with the World Juniors in Halifax, it's just going to be so much fun.
It's going to be a good year, yeah.
We got season tickets for the Moosehead, so we just had to secure our
because
in order to secure your tickets for the World Juniors, you can get Moosehead season tickets and have the same seats.
Yeah.
So we'll go to some Moosehead games, sure, but really the only reason you got them was for the World Juniors. But I plan on being at some Moosehead games for games like for you guys and the local teams going.
Yeah.
So
I think they'll be pretty good this year.
Yeah, they're gonna have a good team.
The Mooseheads are gonna be good.
Yeah, they're gonna have a good team for sure. I think.
I think I don't know if the Maritimes are gonna be as good as they were like the past 2 years. It's like Bathurst in Charlottetown, and Halifax is good too. But
who's another team in Quebec that'll be good?
Gatineau will be very good.
Luke said that. Luke said Gatineau.
Gatineau's gonna have a really good team, and Sherbrooke. Yeah, my old team.
Sherbrooke.
Yeah, they'll be good.
Yeah, but I don't really know right now. I mean, I think there's still trades that are done that will be announced later. I've heard rumors of guys going to Gatineau, and so if those rumors are true, Gatineau will be very good. But I mean, Halifax will be good, but just a lot of the Maritime teams are rebuilding right now.
Oh, are they?
I mean, we're going into full rebuild.
Yeah.
Bathurst kind of traded their guys. Charlottetown's going into rebuild. So, I mean, the hockey will still be good in the Maritimes, but there's still some big name players that are playing in there, like Kidney's playing on Bathurst, I'm pretty sure, and so that'll be good to see him.
Is he going to be one of the top players in the league next year?
Yeah. I mean,
he already is.
Yeah, he's one of the top this year. So
yeah, he's so good.
Is he?
He is
so
good. Just smart.
Just the way he can control the game with the puck on his stick is unbelievable. He's so good.
So yeah, there'll be some good players in the
Definitely.
Maritimes, but I don't think the competition will be as.
But
as
I would
compared to
definitely
last
like
year's.
keep a heads up for some of the Quebec teams that come into town. There's
Yeah.
going to be some good Quebec teams.
I'm pumped.
Yeah, I would definitely you know, like in Gatineau, there's a few good players, and in Sherbrooke, like you got Josh and some of those guys. So yeah, there's going to be some really good teams, but there always is every year.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited for you guys to come to town.
Yeah,
Come say hi again.
for sure,
Sure.
most definitely.
Hopefully, well, you know, I hope you guys, whatever. I was gonna say, I hope you guys don't win, but whatever. I'm not a fan of anyone. I'm a fan of the CHL, just just
You
like
got
that.
your 60 jerseys.
Yeah, I got my
You
60 jerseys. Whatever
jerseys.
team comes, I'll just chuck a jersey on. Big fan of the CHL.
Yeah.
But no, fellas, thanks for coming. This was great.
Yeah, no,
Everyone
awesome.
wants to live the life you guys are living of a junior hockey player. For you guys to
Yeah.
share an hour and talk about winning the Mem Cup.
Yeah, no, it's awesome.
What more do you want?
Exactly.
All right. Well, have
pretty
fun.
sweet.
Have fun this summer. Have fun
Yeah.
golfing. Have fun training.
Yeah.
Will do.
And I think
Sounds
that's all.
good.
I think that's all we got. Do you guys want to say anything? Family, friends, thank you to McDougall. Anything? Do you guys want to say anything to anyone?
Thanks to all the fellas in the city of St. John.
Yeah. How about them? How about those Sea Dogs? That's all I got to say.
That's it.
But
No,
thank you,
that's it.
fellas. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks for
Good to be
having
back
us.
again.
Appreciate it.
All right,
Yeah.
everyone listening, thank you very much for tuning in. This episode's coming out Monday, so I'll just pretend it's Monday now. Enjoy your week. Have fun. Work hard. We are out. Peace.